Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. What is up? Where are those people to get up in here? Mm-hmm. What's up? What's been good, people? Heading out to work as per usual on this good Sunday. It's official spring Sunday, 1 hour forward and all of that, which I hate to have to do every year. I hate the forward and the backwards time, but I can't stand that. I wish they would get rid of that, but they never will, probably in America, because it goes along with their plan for pretending that they can control time and psychology and everything else. Time does not go backwards, it does not go forward. It just is. But if we don't play the game, then we're late, right? So, gotta switch our clocks. Gotta do what they say you gotta do just to be alive, just to make it, just to eat. It's wild, ain't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We out here in Atlanta today. You know, we are in the Metro ATL most of the time when y'all see me live. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm at. But we going into the show enough of it today. Starting off in Southwest Atlanta, we'll see where it takes us. Get this order. It's supposed to be somewhere in the city. So if it puts me where I want to be, I'll get some more content for y'all. That's one of the main reasons I do this. When I take orders, y'all know I do courier work. So one of the apps that I deal with is this thing called VEHO. VEHO. I'm not an affiliate. They sure as hell ain't paying me no more than they paying me to do these routes when I take an order. So I only mention it because you might be looking for work. You know what I mean? You never heard of it. So there's another app you can add to your list. All my couriers, something else that might help you out. And you know, we all about that. We all about pushing people forward so you can live your best art life. If you're an artist yourself, or if you love the arts and truly understand what the arts are, you understand that after survival, there's creativity and imagination, which is where art dwells. All the arts, because all the arts appeal to your senses, all six of them, including your sixth sense. So if you really think about everything you do in life, you got to survive: food, clothing, shelter, etc. But after you get your necessities, what are you aspiring to obtain? Why do you work? What do you need? Because I want to be happy and spend time with my family. Okay, spending time. What do you do? Well, we watch this show. You watch what? You say you watch what? A show? Oh, that's a piece of art. Yeah, that's art. If it's film, if it's a show, if anything, any presentation, it's an art form. That's right. But sometimes we just go shopping and stuff. I like to buy clothes. Okay, clothing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I'm into sneakers and stuff. Sneakers. Woo! Art, and art. Style, fashion, art. Welcome to the art life. You live in it whether you realize it or not. It's whether or not you truly understand what art is. A lot of people don't. They'll say stupid stuff like, I'm not into art. What do you mean you're not into art? First of all, you are art. The universe created you. Ah. The universe manifested all. For all you religious ones, you know, everything you believe in, all your perception of what things are in that system, whatever it is you're into, whatever. I mean, notice I ain't even name one of them. It don't matter which one you name. They are all created. They were all created. It's a human creation. It's a construct. Religion is a construct. Race is a construct. hmm hmm but it can have creative elements about how they constructed them. But I'm not calling race, you know, creative. It's creative in the sense of a very strategic manipulation device. But I will say that in religions, there can be creative, constructed development. Yes, absolutely. Especially when you think about religions like Hinduism. Shout out to all my Indians. Man, one of the most beautiful spiritual religious practices in the world. I mean, like, you ever been in a temple? Gorgeous. Good. It's art. It's art. Everything about it. Art. It's art. Straight up. You know? You go in any, you know, well built cathedral, temple, whatever it may be for religious practices, they typically put a lot into it to make it ornate, elaborate. What? Art. They embellish it. Art. The visual experience, art. There was a choir singing so lovely. Art. Music, art. These are the arts, people. These are the arts. You go inside of a beautiful dwelling. I like this environment. I like how y'all got this space set up. This is really nice. Interior design, art. You go outside, you look at the outside of the building. Man, this is amazing. Look at the form. Look at the everything they did with how they designed this building. Art, architecture, art. I just love my car, man. I've always loved cars. I'm into vehicles and cars. Art, art. You might be on the more mechanical side. You a grease monkey. You love to get under the hood and fix stuff. Okay, great. How deep are you into it? Well, you know, man, I'll be doing car shows and everything. Oh, car shows. Art, art. Y'all getting the rhythm of this now? Y'all understand it? Think about it now. If you're bright enough, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And you're in no denial about it. You're saying to yourself, yeah, it is art. That is what it is. It's an art. Somebody on the sidelines still, they still talking stuff. Sidelines, keyword sidelines. They not in the game. They talking stuff on the sidelines. Yeah, you know, man, shoot, I just like sports, stuff like that. Okay. Guess what? The best players in the world, before we even get to the players, you like to wear the paraphernalia? We back to fashion. Best, they take it past the technical. Best, they take it past the technical. They take it past the technical. It becomes an art. To watch them do what they do, it's an art. It's an art. Jordan, art. Kobe, art. LeBron, art. Hurts, art. Y'all understand? I think y'all trying to get it. Y'all might be trying to get it by now. Cam Newton, art. You see what I'm saying? Art. Cam took it off the field. He made himself showing up art. I mean, Hey, you may not like everything you wear. Sometimes I don't. I'll be like, Cam, what you doing, bro? But hey, I give my brother a lot of credit. He is a dandy of dandies, and he's doing his damn thing with the fashion thing. And no matter how weird and wild it gets, hey, art. You still talking about it? He got you reacting. Art is any and every creative expression that appeals to, ignites, stimulates your senses. Your senses. All six of them. To your very core, to your soul, baby. To your soul, to your essence. Art, visual, smell, taste, culinary, your food. Blasphemy if you call yourself a foodie and don't say that you love art. Because everything about your whole everything is so passionate to you. You love food. You're a chef. You like to go. Maybe you're not even a chef. You just like to go eat. But you love the presentation and the taste and the seasoning. Art, art life, baby. Everything I'm talking about. People ask what this channel is about. That's what this channel is about. It's about living your best art life. We represent the popular arts because everything I said is popular. We get into the esoteric too. We get into the stuff that's less popular, but we focus especially on the popular, and we especially focus on the impact, contributions, and presence of the African diaspora in these realms, but not by any means limited to people of direct African descent. I'm talking about all people, and all people, one way or another, root back to that African descent. Uh-oh, some can't handle it. They just bailed out. They jumped off the ship. I don't care. I don't need them here if they that ignorant. If you don't know the truth about how he, if you don't understand the evolution of us as human beings, okay? Yeah, real talk. Real talk, people. Real talk, real talk, real talk. It just is what it is. It is what it is, baby. You're going to have to deal with it one day. Now or later, it don't matter. You're going to have to face the facts at some point in this journey. Oh, the trees. That's beautiful. Art. Spring, baby. Nature art. The rest of nature is showing out, doing its thing. You get the little, I call them the little buds look like little frosty color dots, little pointillism all over the canvas here. Let me show y'all. Let me see another one. Right now, there ain't nothing. It's just the pine trees, which, they got their own type of beauty, but they're so, regular and common. I'm talking about when you see the one peeking through them, different oaks and maples and sweet gum, all those that give you those little flowers. You see the little, if you look real close, you see these little color pops on the trees. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's that spring coming in. That's what that is right there. Yep. That's what that is right there. Here come the rain. Now that's what I was hoping I could dodge today, but impossible. I'm about to be out here working in the rain, y'all. I was hoping it wasn't gonna pour like it did yesterday, but it's looking like it's gonna damn sure pour at some point today. It's just drip dropping right now. It's just a little sprinkle, but it's big. It's big. It's not real small. These are big drips, pretty medium-sized drips, I say. Yeah, yeah. They're not tiny. Oh, they building up. They're building up. It might be about to rain for real. It might be about to rain for real out here, y'all. But yeah, hey, you a video gamer? You love gaming? Yeah, me too. Guess what? Art. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Let me just talk about it now. I done made my point. Anybody still lost, just they ain't never gonna be found. You feel me? Say that again. Anybody still lost, you're never gonna be found. Let's go. We talking about art life, y'all. We talking about the human family. We talking about everybody together loving this thing that we know to be the arts. The arts plural. And we expanding the concept of that because some people have kept that for so long. That's the reason why so many people don't know what to call art. they're associated with all these snooty pooty, ridiculous types that think they, can literally tell other people what their taste should be and what art is and what it isn't. Ain't nobody listening to that. None of that BS matters anymore. It never did, but there was a time when people just had so much else going on they couldn't, they didn't care. They didn't have time to care to debate such topics. But for the average blue collar worker, for the average everyday person just trying to survive, and that's why a lot of times their kids or themselves, if they had something creative about them, they never pursued it because they couldn't see themselves manifesting a healthy financial stability, which remains a challenge for the arts in general. But other people who had gate kept all of that would have an abundance, would have everything they need, and still have a career doing arts. But you got to fight for that right, and you learn that over time. If you're in the arts, if you're a real artist, you learn you have to literally fight the good fight. It's a creative battle to demand respect for your creativity and to build it up as something that cannot be controlled and manipulated by people who are not sincere or with well intention of your well-being, sustainability, mental and physical health. You got to be serious about who you allow to help you manifest when you're an artist like that, so that you don't get caught up. Oh man, wow, this is amazing down here. I thought it was gonna be a longer line today. Usually on Sundays it'd be a lot of people out here, but it seems like, you know what? I think it's because of the time of this particular order. Pickup time is later in the day, so the real line was early in the day. That's what happened. Yeah, that real line was early. They're giving us a break, and then they adjusted my time to this later time anyway. Wasn't my preference, but it is what it is. So, I had all intentions of being out here for earlier time, so I could get it done. I want to be in and out. This order gonna probably take 5 hours, and with this rain, I really don't like being out in the rain. We gonna make it work, cause it is work, and we gotta work, right? So I was talking about gaming, and last night I was gaming as I typically will do when I have time. It's one of my ways of winding down, and I've been playing God of War, the second series, the Viking lore trilogy. I don't know if I can call it a trilogy yet. Technically, I realize I think it's only two solid games, and then they got the DLC for the second one, which I guess you could say is still kind of a trilogy. Which I haven't played any of the second one, but I am playing this first one, and man, oh man, I didn't realize how much stuff happens in this game. I can't say it enough. It's such a beautiful game. It's so freaking visually stunning, and the storytelling, when you do get to the story, between the milling around, the exploration, the trying to get all the different chests open and get all the little attributes and things that make your character more powerful and everything. Man, when I tell y'all, they had this scene. If you haven't played it, but there's a scene where you fight a dragon, and I said, "What? We got a dragon, man?" I don't know why I don't see like 200 videos about that scene, because it's such an epic battle. All I ever see is him, Kratos, as in his Viking-like vibe, fighting with what's his name, Bolg. Is it? Oh man, I'm about to mess up the name. Shit. The one who he fights in the beginning, who keeps coming back with all the tattoos. I always see him against him. I always see it. Basically every human or humanoid boss, you see him battling in everybody's highlight videos. I'm like, did y'all play the same game I'm playing? Because how the hell is no one talking about a full scale? I'm talking about huge dragon shows up and you had to fight it. It's so freaking dope. It's been my most challenge. Well, I wouldn't say challenging. It wasn't. It just took too long to finally take him out. It wasn't really that hard. It's just it had a certain rhythm, awkward rhythm to it. That it once you pick up the rhythm of the pattern of the dragon and how he's gonna attack, it's kind of goofy and annoying what you have to do. But once you finally do everything just so, you take him out, and then I won't give away anything else in case. I mean, the game's so old, 2018. It really don't matter about spoilers, but you might want to play this, so I won't give away that scene. I might give away some other ones, but anyway, um, it's just an awesome battle, and the dragon itself looks so freaking cool. That's what I like dragons. I always like dragons. I like reptile creatures. I like Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? I love lizards, so it's in the lizard family for me. Any might be snake-like, but you got legs. That's cool as hell. I mean, even snakes are beautiful to me, but I don't want them all up on me. And I don't need a lizard crawling across me per se, unexpectedly. But like a pet one or whatever. I've held my, I won't say fair share, but a few, and I wouldn't mind expanding my fair share level of having handled some lizards. Like I wanna meet a pet monitor or iguana and hold it. Not the wild, because they'll tear your ass up, but I'm fascinated by that's two of my favorite types of lizards, monitors and all iguanas. All monitors and all iguanas. Those are the dopest lizards to me. And there's some other ones too, but those are my absolute favorites. I mean, I guess I had to mention the anoles and the skinks too, because that's very common in Georgia, especially this time of year. They're coming back out. It's starting to get warm, so you see them everywhere when it's a good Sunday for them to bask. You'll notice them. They'll be running. Eastern fence lizard, those are adorable and hard to notice because they're so damn fast. But I like those. We have those. They're very cool. Very, very pretty too. If you get to see them up close, they got a real electric blue area on their throat. And then the rest of them blends in a lot of times with gray and black and white. They'll typically be up against a stone or a tree that's got those kind of colors, so they can blend. And you can't see them until they move. They're a trip. And when they move, they move. Them some fast little suckers. They be hauling H. But yeah, man, you fight a dang dragon. That is the dopest. I just did not, I didn't see it coming. So when it happened, I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, I did not know this was part of the game. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Like, with every playthrough, I get something else. It's never the same. And I love that. I don't like I don't like open world games where you feel like you're just repeating yourself over and over again. And I will say it did have moments of it that felt that way in times. But once you know the objective and get to the places you're supposed to go to push the story along, you know, and the only thing that gets him out nerve, two main things. He can't jump. He's slow as hell until it's a certain scene. Then he speeds up and does all this crazy stuff. And most of that you don't control. That's the stuff that you just watch. Um, And I hate that when Kratos is like up against trying to break open one of those special puzzles where you got to find the ruins and you strike it with your axe. Man, those are so freaking annoying because they take up too much time. I don't even understand the psychology of why at this point. I mean, I don't know. If I made a game like this, I might have something like that in the game, but it would not be. I can't say exact. I mean, you never say that because then somebody be like, then I get a chance to make a game. Be like, you said you wouldn't do this, and then they'll be using this clip forever. Like I give a damn. No, but seriously, I just don't think that it's 2026. We're still doing these little puzzle things. It's a gaming tradition in a certain type of game But it could be a whole nother type of thing. It could be a whole nother type of thing. I mean, I don't know. I just want stuff that's fun and easy to do. I want a challenge that is like the fun, cute challenge. Like no different than you looking in a newspaper, you see a crossword puzzle, and the answers are not that hard. It's not. It may not be absolutely common knowledge because I like esoteric, deep things, of course. But I'm playing a game, and I don't want it to get. The main objective is to see the next scene, to fight another dragon, to fight off this horde of zombie-like monster things coming at you with swords, and that's the stuff that keeps it fun. I don't want to spend too much time on a freaking puzzle. And every time I get to one, I got to the point now, if I'm live, I just say, you know what, y'all, I might just start another live after I beat this thing because I don't want to bore y'all. I bore myself looking at this shit. It's going to take 20 minutes, maybe 30. And when it gets to an hour, I'm going to cut the game off. Or I'm going to go find how to beat it on YouTube, which is what I've learned to just stop trying to, tax my brain and I don't get anything out of it. Something in your head says, oh man, I'm not, I'm not I'm not simple. I'm not slow. I can figure this out. It ain't about that. You're brilliant. This shit just ain't you. You didn't make this stupid ass puzzle part of the game. It doesn't matter to you. That's the honest truth. If you're like me, it does not matter to you. All you want to do is see the next amazing thing, get the greatest cool weapon, keep going and keep winning. That's it. I don't give a snap about no freaking. Nah, that's not the challenge I'm looking for. Putting up my shield, sidestepping at the right time, cutting a fool in half, busting some pixels. That's what I'm here for. And that's what I'm here for when I'm gaming, y'all. All day. So I don't know. Hit the comments, yo. I'm about to get to work, but I appreciate the few who came up in here on this one, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Probably see y'all later.